I sort of briefly mentioned that, and hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today is video 2 of my competition vlog where I take you guys with me all through my journey doing my first season of aerial competition. I'm sat here both cold and too lazy to get up to get something to put on, so I've just wrapped this blanket around myself and I've got a super Outlander vibe and it's making me really happy. I look like I'm in Scotland. Today we're going to be going through all the sort of logistics things of picking some music. I've got some good choices and I think we're gonna end up with something good. Thinking about what my costume is going to be, at least for the first competition. I can always change my mind later on. And starting to think about choreography and transitions and some moves that I know that I definitely wanna include. The first step is clearly to pick some music, because the way I always do choreography is I like to have my music first, listen to it a bunch of times, and then start thinking of aerial choreography based on where the accents in the music are. It just gives me a good framework to get started. I did a whole video about doing aerial choreography from scratch, which I will link in the description and also hopefully at the top of your screen. So I've got some options. I've done a deep dive into iTunes and into my music library. The rules for this first competition that I'm doing, which is coming up very soon, so I do need to get this done, say that the music has to be between 3.5 to 4 minutes long, which is really not long. I know that sounds like a decent amount of time, but the majority of my aerial acts are like 5 to 6 minutes long. So this is like half of that, which is slightly stressful. I'm gonna have to really smooth my choreography a lot. So I need to find a song that is either 3 to 4 minutes long already or something that I can edit easily that will sound natural with the edit in it. I also want to make sure that it has sort of a classical, balletic kind of lyrical vibe to it, because I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube from different competitions, and a lot of people have a very like dramatic, cinematic, like action-y movie soundtrack kind of music, and it looks really great, but I want to stand out from that. I want to do something different. And also I think my personal advantage is that I have the ballet background, so that I have nice lines in the air and I have a good movement quality, and I think something a little bit more lyrical is going to show that off well. I found a sort of short list of music that I think could be good. I'm gonna go through it now and just kind of have a think. So I've got my potential music playlist here. I've had another listen through. Some of them are more sort of opera and classical. Some of them are a little bit more like pop, but without a voice. One of the other rules of the competition said strongly encouraged not to have a voice on your music. So I'm going to not have a voice. I did really want to use this, which is the meditation from the Massenet opera Thais, just for sentimental reasons, because when I was 19 years old, I was a soloist dancer at the Metropolitan Opera with this opera. For sentimental reasons, I did really want to make that work, but unfortunately, first off, it is way over the 3.5 minutes, and I couldn't quite find a way to edit it. Also, there's some accents in the middle that are gorgeous in context, but would be slightly weird with an aerial routine to them. So I think that my final choice is going to be this one, which is Samson and Delilah. This is a gorgeous version of a duet from the opera Samson and Delilah. You're going to hear a lot about opera from me. I really love opera, and I've worked for a lot of opera companies. I found a really nice instrumental version. It's a piece that I've always really liked, and I really like this version of it, and it is slightly too long, but there's a very clear, easy place for me to cut it to make it fit within that 4-minute time frame. So I think that is going to be my music. I think it's going to be very, very pretty and very like dramatic and storytelling-y. So that's good. Step 1, music. Done. My next step is going to be to pick out a costume. So I'm about to pull out my costume box. There are a few rules for what your costume has to be. I did briefly mention that in the last video. Based on like watching a lot of other past competitions on YouTube now, I can see that almost everyone is wearing sort of a solid colored, long sleeve, long leg unitard. So I think that's sort of the direction I'm gonna go. Again, like I wanna put my own spin on it a little bit, but it's probably best not to like push the boundaries too much, especially with my first competition. Go with the flow, but hopefully find something in my costume box that is a little bit unique. So let's pull out the costumes and have a think. Here we go for the costume tub. Am I the only person that keeps my costumes wadded in a big plastic tub? The problem here is I've got my pretty like chaise-longue, and then I've got this giant plastic tub that doesn't quite fit underneath. So when I pull it out, the whole thing comes out. And this is how you can tell that I don't have my life together. Are you ready for disorganized costumes? Bam. Oh no. I keep pulling things out of here and then putting them back in just like a wad, which is so bad. I've got to, oh God, like this has gotten squished. Great. Cool. Cool. So I've got a lot of long sleeve and long leg unitards because they are great for hoop. Unfortunately, almost all of them have a nude color as the base and then like a pattern over like this one. And one thing that was very clear in the rules is that you cannot have nude colored bottoms. And I think that this would definitely count as nude colored bottoms. That's gonna cut my selection down quite a bit right there. I also have a lot of things like this. That's a leotard. With the videos online, I'm not seeing anyone wearing leotards. I don't know if that's just because it's easier to slap on a long-legged unitard than it is a leotard in tights. But I don't want to push the envelope too much with my first one. So I'm gonna rule out all of my leotard. Maybe I should just glue feathers all over my body and I could be a chicken. And the chicken dance is a song with no voice to it. I do have these two very wrinkled, oh, I need to like steam this, bright neon colored and also inside out unitards that I just ordered because this one I'm gonna try to make into a costume. I wanna make this into a Cheshire Cat costume by painting purple stripes on it. And then I have this one that I ordered at the same time that is the purple version. So I could try to add some rhinestones and some stuff to one of these. That's just gonna take time and I don't have a lot of time before my first competition comes up. I don't have like a strong inspiration of like what I want to do. That's like a backup plan, but meh. This, however, is a nice long-sleeved black unitard with these gold appliques that I've added to it on the sleeves. And I've also added some sequins and I've got this cutout chest that I normally put this gold and black bra with it. I think this might be the way I want to go. The black's gonna make my lines and my legs look nice and long. And the bra underneath the cutout is maybe a little bit of a push because they did have a rule about not showing too much cleavage. I've added this piece to it so it's not that low cut anymore. And also it's underneath the unitard, which kind of makes it a little bit more conservative. So I'm gonna maybe risk it with that. At least for the first competition, I think this will be a good choice. And I don't wanna like commit myself to either making a new costume or embellishing one of those plain colored unitards when I have limited time and I don't know like what I want. I don't have a good idea of what I want to do either. So my final project today before I can actually start really working on the act is I have to have some choreography for it. I've made a list of moves that I definitely want to do and then another list of moves that I will try to fit in. So I'm just gonna kind of start by placing them roughly in the order that I'm kind of thinking of, and then as time goes by, of course, I'm gonna change a lot of things. I'm gonna add things in, I'm gonna take things out. Things change a lot when you're doing choreography. It is a little bit complicated because I need to think about what moves will get me the most points for pole sport. I'm assuming at this point that I will be able to do pole sport. It's looking like the Pole Sport France is going to be having their competition online after all, but it does mean that they will add a hoop division. And that is really good because that means I can just do pole sport competition in my home country and not have to worry about maybe trying to go to the Netherlands or to Germany or to any of the other options I was thinking about when I didn't think they were going to have a hoop division. So while I'm doing my choreography, it's just going to make things a little bit more complicated because I need to bear in mind moves that will get points for pole sport. I might end up doing 2 slightly different versions of the act. One with maybe how the choreography like organically wants to turn out for the competitions that are less codified, and then one for pole sport where I'm just trying to pack in all of those high scoring moves. Please don't judge me for my messy handwriting. I've listened to the music 5 or 6 times now and just written down ideas. And I know I have to start with a spin and mount, obviously. You have to start by getting into the hoops. I know I need to put the Russian split and the Scorpio split towards the front because I want to get them out of the way before I'm too tired. I know I want to put my heel hang at this certain point in the middle because there's a great accent in the music for it. Here's some other things that I haven't quite figured out where they should go. All the question marks are things I haven't figured out yet. So this is a very rough framework. It's progress. And I think that maybe I need to get in the studio and see how close my estimation of the time each move will take up is to reality, because of course you tend to speed up and think that things are going to take less time than they actually do. So I think my next step is to get in the studio, throw some of these combos together and see how much time they actually take. To wrap this up, I think that I'm in a good place. I've got some music, I've got a costume, and I've got a rough idea of some of the choreography so I can start really putting it together in training, in my practices, get my act ready. Like I said before, I don't have a lot of time, so hopefully I can kind of get that to go pretty smoothly and quickly. I will leave you guys with that today. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have all kinds of stuff over there. I have the first part of this vlog series, as well as lots of aerial tutorials and other videos on different subjects having to do with aerial and performing and dance and all kinds of stuff. Plus, there's a really great community of people and you should join it. So go and check it out and make sure that you subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Probably the next video in this series will be my first competition. It's gonna be an online competition, but I'm still really excited for that. So yeah, I will see you guys then. This is how you tell when someone's tidy and highly organized. This is, and it's open. Get under there. This is why I never bring out my costume. Why? I hate you.